I am on a journey of discovery to discover exactly what contemporary archaeology is. To do that, we first need to understand what archaeology was. So here we've got a family tree of archaeology. Right at the top here we've got antiquarianism. There we go, rich people getting other people to dig for them. Then we get cultural historical. That's Scandinavians obsessed with typology. Then comes processionalism. Archaeologists like Lewis Binford, who put too much science in their archaeology. And then post-processionalism, those who didn't. And then right at the bottom, here we are, contemporary archaeology. It's the bastard child of post-processionalism and modernism. So now we've seen where it's come from, what does contemporary archaeology consist of, and what do contemporologists dig up? A recent excavation at Turbo Island in Bristol can help us understand.
This is a bit of what's known as mocha ware. These patterns, which looks as if they're beautifully painted, were actually made by a sort of combination of tobacco and urine that was put on the surface, and it created these spiral designs, these sort of breakating designs.
When it came to the contemporary finds, however, the street drinkers of Stoke Scroff became the real experts.
We have a Sterica,
Right.
and drug services provide them to homeless people so they can cook the heroin up before they inject it, rather than use the bottom of a tin can.
Right.
The finds from Turbo Island illustrate how contemporary items can reveal personal and collective stories. It's also a great example of how archaeology can work with sections of the local community, especially those who are overlooked by more traditional scholarship. So let's have a look at some more contemporary finds. This stuff is similar to the stuff we found at Stokes Croft, but it's from a recent service collection in Bristol. Here's what you might consider the classic archaeology, but for this project we're not interested in it. Here John has been working on the pottery finds, but first let's have a look at these finds and see what they can tell us about the people behind them. So these finds may look like rubbish, but that's the essence of what archaeology is. It's rubbish that people have thrown away, like this beautifully ornate Ian McShane album. Over here we've got some fantastic kitchenware, and you see the lovely design on that. You can see that there's no inclusions, which means that's a very high quality piece of pot. And here, this is what John has been working on, this absolutely wonderful vessel. Near complete, and it really does come up beautifully when you recreate it like this. Absolutely fantastic archaeology. All of these items tell their own personal stories that have become unravelled through the use of contemporary archaeology.